everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Tonight is not the launch from the company, but I wanted all of you all to know what's going on behind the scenes. Wanted you to hear some of our beta testers who were so precious to volunteer to help us because we wanted results for you guys when we launch it uh, mid-July. And the stories you will hear tonight, guys, will absolutely blow you away. It isn't just a coffee. This product helps take out the food noise. I hear so many people doing the GLP mess. It works for some people, but let me tell you this particular product cuts out the noise, but it doesn't cost you $500 or $1,500 to take it. We're going to literally be able to have the month supply for the distributors right at $59.95. That is huge compared to what the other people are doing with an average of 10 pounds a month. And the stories you will hear tonight will help you to know this is even bigger than that. Because when it does cut out that noise and it helps you with mental focus, mental clarity, reduces the cravings, all you have to do is drink a cup of coffee in the morning. People ask me all day long, Karen, can I add my cream? If that's what you do, do it because what's in the coffee is going to do the work. And tonight, I want you guys, I'm going to let's do some testimonies and then I'm going to show some slides, Kendall. But tonight, guys, I want you to hear someone who did a 6-day experience and absolutely has blown my mind. He's now, I believe, on day 12. So, Mark Mavis, could you please unmute yourself? Kendall, could you unmute him? Because I want you to hear his story. And he is a connoisseur with coffee. He and I have worked together for many years. And this has gotten his attention. So, with that, Mark Mavis from Louisiana, a pastor, a friend, an incredible human. He's a mega pastor in South Africa for many, many years and focuses on kingdom work all over the world. So, Mark, if you would come on, tell everybody your experience, how long you've been on it, what happened, and what you noticed, and why you're so excited about this particular product, because I know we've searched for a long time and now we have it. So, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Absolutely. Let me know, first of all, can you hear me, Karen?
I can. Thank you so much.
I am massively blown away. Karen has been dripping on me forever and a day, just with MPG Extreme since the beginning. And, here's the deal. Karen, to me, obviously, we have great products. I just want to say, before we talk about great products, I want to throw it back at Karen. Karen, in all my years of being in the relational marketing, because I don't like to call it network marketing. We're not just networking. We're about building relationship and loving people and helping enough people become successful. And when we turn around, we find success ourselves. And truly, Karen Ford, who is an amazing, wonderful, God-fearing, fearless leader, has an amazing ability to build relationship. One of the best I've ever seen. I was in one industry, and how many of you know sometimes over the years things happen in different companies and we lose touch. But Karen is an excellent relationship builder and always has stayed in touch. And it hasn't been without any string. It's been no strings attached. She's genuine. She is authentic, and she's here to build a solid business. So you should be confident of who you're in business with, because that does play a role in you being successful. So Karen, I just want to just edify you. You're amazing. You are loved. And truly, I believe your success is how devoted you are. Now, of course, that goes without saying that a great product certainly makes a huge difference. So Karen reached out to me, and I don't even know, still to this day, I haven't bothered asking her what are the ingredients. I was just like a guinea pig. I thought, if Karen's giving it to me, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I said, I'll do it for 3 days. If I don't die, I guess she's not trying to kill me. No, that's a joke. So I started the product for 3 days, and I'm just going back to my notes here, because I actually started with 1 scoop, 1 teaspoon, and I did it in the morning every day consistently at about 10 o'clock in the morning. That's when I would normally have my breakfast. Well, I decided I'm going to give myself an hour before I even wanted to eat. So on the 10th of June, I did my first scoop, and I immediately, well, I wouldn't say immediately, I'd say about an hour in, my wife called me. I got on the phone, I got busy, and then I actually forgot that I didn't have my breakfast, which is something that's not normal. So just immediately I started to have these, like, no food. In other words, food wasn't at the forefront of my mind like it would be consuming me every day. So, okay, well, I didn't do any measurements. I didn't try anything. And I thought, well, I'm just going to try and weigh myself. And I usually like to do myself every 5 or 6 days. So on the 16th of June, 6 days later, and I'm just giving you my numbers in complete transparency, I started out at 248.8. Yes, I need to lose weight. So this is a godsend for me in my life right now. So in exactly 6 days, I went down 4.4 pounds. So I'm thinking, okay, well, here's the deal. The fact that, I don't believe in taking shortcuts in anything, but just like previous experiences, this was something I found a little bit more powerful than what I've used before. Because when you put the right things into your body knows how to heal itself, how to do the right thing. And so it took away all of my urges, all of my cravings. It was like I could sit in front of something that would normally tempt me in the greatest way. I was able to stare at it right in the face and completely turn it aside. So, like, besides the fact that I was getting results and motivated, I felt it much more easier. So, in fact, not only that, I enjoyed the taste. I did it like my regular cup of coffee. I put my hot water in. I usually like to drink an Americano. So that's just a shot of espresso, hot water. And I usually have some sugar-free vanilla and some half and half. And I drank it like my normal coffee. And I absolutely love the flavor. I'm willing to drink anything if it gets me results, but if it tastes good, that's just next level for me. So it tastes great. And it was like this weird feeling of like Karen was talking about the GLPs and the no food noise. This had no food noise. In other words, food isn't your predominant thought, no jitters. I told her, is this going to give me jitters? I had no jitters like caffeine. And then the other thing that was surprising, before I get back with you, is I had this really, really steady energy. It was like in the afternoon, I didn't have this fatigue. Normally in the middle of the day, I'd feel tired. And then I weighed myself yesterday, and I do it every 2 days now. So tomorrow will be my next weigh-in. But as of yesterday, that's just 5 days later, after the 16th, I weighed in at 240.6. So in total, I have lost a total of 8.2 pounds in 11 days. 8.2 pounds. Now, that is pretty darn crazy if you ask me anything. So there is definitely, I don't know what's inside of there. I don't know what magic they've put in there, God sent magic, thermogenics. I don't know what's inside this product. But not only am I able to stay away from the foods that are not good for me, like sugars and foods with high carbs, it's giving me the power to take control of putting healthy food into my body. And the byproduct of that is weight loss. Thank you, Lord. And the byproduct of that is whatever is inside of there is also giving us a little bit of some accelerated results. So I know it's thanks to this formula. And I'm going to tell you something right now. For those of you on the call, you guys are onto something absolutely phenomenal. I'm just going to say I'm blown away. Karen asked me to get on this call. I said, absolutely, I'm on here. I hope that my energy levels are being transmittable to you in this call right now. I'm super excited. Thank you for the amazing opportunity, Karen. We're going to be talking a whole lot more here soon. So, guys, get excited. Something fresh is coming to you, and it's going to help you, and it's going to help blow up and explode your business. So, Karen, if there's any questions you have for me, other than that, man, I'm excited and I'm signing out, and I'm probably going to listen to one testimony before I head out of here. And I've got a counseling session with some people in our church here. So thank you for having me on the call. I love you with all of my heart. Thank you for introducing this to me. Love you
Oh,
much. So over, back to you.
thank you so much. It made me cry. Guys, in the comments, put 6 if you want to experience something as he did on a 6-day experience. Guys, this is the stories that people are having every day. It's mind boggling to me. And Pastor Mark, you know, I became a millionaire from coffee. Coffee made me $1 million. I tell you that because you know what? 80% of the world already drinks coffee. Why not drink a coffee with purpose? Coffee that helps give you benefits. It's just so powerful. Pastor, thank you so much for sharing your story. I know you're going to help a lot of people get their health back and change their life. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for hopping on. And I know you'll bless someone's heart when you're out there giving your counsel tonight. So thank you so much. Keep me
You're
in your prayers.
welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Everybody get on board.
Yes, definitely. Okay, everybody, give him a big hand clap real quick. This is powerful. How many of you would like to have that kind of result? Just crazy. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, now we are going to my dear friend, Kayleen Davies. If you could please unmute, Kayleen. I cannot wait to hear your story and your husband Val, his story. So, whichever one's going first, go for it because we're pumped. Mark got us all excited, so we're ready to hear more. So, share.
So my husband voted me to go first. He's not a public person, but he agreed to be here. But let me tell you, I have never been a coffee drinker until the Java. And I thought, oh, I'm going to try that and see. And it kind of, helped, but I really didn't see any weight loss per se with it and extra energy. I mean, I've had times, so I've had 2 or 3 a day. And it doesn't overdo me, I'll tell you. But with this, one is all you need. With this new one. So my 6-day experience, and thank you so much for the opportunity to be a beta tester. My 6-day experience, I was down 2.2 pounds, and I had been stuck for several months. So for that to move, help, but it's not just that, because water weight in women, we can go up and down 500 pounds a day. Well, okay, me, but a total of 9.5 inches, you guys. I was down in 6 days, 1.5 inches off of my waist, 1 inch off of my butt, if I can say that word, and 1.5 inches on my saddlebags, on the side, and everywhere else. And then this last week, so it's been after 11 days, I didn't lose any more weight, but I still lost some more inches, even off of my neck this time. And neck doesn't change very often. So for me, that's the inches is what I was excited about. And then I totally love I don't know how much am I supposed to say.
You can say
I
whatever
like
you
the
want.
extra kick. I like the extra kick, the extra spice, whatever. I don't know. I'm like the last gentleman. I realized I didn't know what was in here. I'm going by faith and hope that this doesn't kill me. But we're both still alive. But I love the flavor. With the other Java, I've had to doctor it up with some creamer and almond milk and extra stuff. But here I just put a little bit of stevia sweetener. I like the chocolate flavor stevia sweetener. and that's it. I don't put anything else in it. I love the flavor. So love, love, love. And I love the energy. And I'm not hungry. I don't want to eat until, I don't know, what time do we eat? 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I mean, it's this. Oh my gosh. I can't believe to continue on with this. So with that, I'm going to let my hubby, Val, tell his results in his short words. Come on over.
Hey, Val,
Well,
I
I
loved
guess
your. Thank you so much. I know this is out of your character, but by the way, you're a really darn good opal jewelry
thank
maker.
you.
So yeah, thank you
And
for
I guess
thank you for sharing.
everybody should know that I'm not a dealer here. I have no financial stake in this.
As far as
So
marketplace people.
I support my wife, and
Yes.
she got me doing this, and my 6 days was 6.2 pounds. Um, I have struggled my entire life with weight and some mental issues. And so I am very much a person of habit. I do the same things, same time, every day. That's how I cope with life. And so I don't notice any difference, honestly, in energy because I'm doing the same things at the same time, no matter what I do. Whether I feel up, whether I feel down, I'm doing the same things because that's how I cope with life. So don't judge that by me, because I probably wouldn't notice it anyway. However, and I've not been a coffee drinker much. I like flavored coffees. I like lattes, but lattes are not healthy for weight loss. And so I have found that if I put this coffee mixture with my chai tea, it's wonderful. I don't dislike the flavor before. I like it even better now when I put it with my chai tea. And it's working just as well as if I was drinking it straight. So, yes, you can mix it with anything you want to mix it with and still get the benefits from it.
And we both have been kind of stuck with our weight for a while. So for this to boost him 6.2 pounds and the little bit, and I mean, 2.2 pounds is a win for me, but the inches, and I couldn't get him to take his inches, but I can see it.
Well, and I have to tell you, this is not the first time we've beta tested this coffee product. We beta tested the last version too.
Yes.
And from that to this, I have lost 18.2 pounds. So,
Yes. By the way, guys, he lost 12 pounds on his first 6 day experience. That's crazy. So thank you so much, Val.
yep.
Thank you, Kayleen. This is just, it just sets my soul on fire. Definitely.
I want to say
9 point.
one other thing.
Yes.
One other thing.
Yeah.
After this last 2 weeks drinking this, yesterday I had the regular because I still have some of the other. So I thought, well, I'll just have one of those. I don't know whether I can drink it anymore.
Big difference.
I
Yeah.
love this new one. You guys are going to love it. Anyway,
Yes.
thank you, Karen.
Yes.
Thank
Thank y'all
you.
so much. Thank you so much for sharing. Janet, I know you just stepped out. If you're still here, could you please unmute, please? I can't wait to hear your excitement. I know that your life is very hectic. You're doing all kinds of things, loving on your daddy while he's in the hospital, but you're drinking the coffee and it's making a difference. Could you share with everyone about what's happening for you?
I can. Thank you very much for your kind words for my dad. I appreciate that. I just actually drove to my daughter's so I can have some dinner and then I'm going to head back. But I will tell you this. This coffee, you guys, not only does it taste phenomenal and smell good, what it has done for me in 6 days, well, I'm on it longer than the 6 days, but in 6 days, I lost almost 3 pounds. And if you know my story at all, you know I lost 110 pounds. And so then I just was stuck. I didn't go anywhere. And I just was like, I'd lose some and I'd gain some and I'd lose some. But I never really passed that 110 mark. And in these last the 6 days that I was testing on it, I will tell you that almost 3 pounds down. So the scale is moving. And Karen was so sweet because she's like, that's like half a pound a day. And if you did that for the month, that's 10 pounds a month. So that was super exciting for me because that's, I just needed something else to boost that. And no matter what I did, I would lose some and then it would come right back. So I've been on it longer than the 6 days and I'm just smooth sailing. I've kept that off. And then, the last couple of days I've actually, lost some. So I'm excited and I love the way it makes me feel. I am literally, if anybody can sit in the same room for weeks on end in a small hospital room looking at the same scenery every single day, I'm telling you, and I can stay awake and I'm not falling asleep. I'm still getting on things and doing things and being part of MPG and maybe not as much as I'd like, but I'm still on. And if I can do that with energy and still be happy dealing with what we're dealing with, that's a win for me. That is a huge win. But the coffee itself is absolutely delicious. So I am like Mark. I can't live up the excitement to Mark right this minute, but y'all, he excited me, reignited me. So I'm excited just like he is. And I think everybody should have it. And it's coming soon. So just grab it when it comes. Don't lose out because it's going to be fun.
Yes. Thank you so much. And
Thank
the
you.
flavor, I mean,
It's delicious.
Exactly. Exactly, guys. This is such a win. And guess what, guys? Always know we're going to PHIX our coffee. You can put your fix in your coffee. So every morning you're going to fix your coffee and you're going to change lives. It's the simplest and the most incredible result oriented thing we could ever have. So Janet, thank you so much, honey. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for saying yes to be one of our testers. I appreciate you so much. And so thank you. Give your dad hugs and kisses from all of us. And we're all praying and we're just expecting God to do miracles for him. So now let's go to the one and only Mr. Dorina. Dorina, I know. Thank you for saying yes and being able to do the test. So just tell everybody what you think. What's happening?
Well, I do drink coffee, but I drink kids' coffee is what my family call it. But so I drink a weaker version. Started off, with the warm, like I normally drink my coffee, but I put a little skinny syrup in it, which is probably not everybody's favorite, but I love the maple pecan, and I put added creamer to this too. So actually milk. I was out of my half and half. So I just put whole milk in it. So as the 7 days went on, I actually was drinking it cold with ice. My father-in-law's been in the hospital and we've been just running from one end to the other. I didn't realize it was giving me the energy until you guys were just saying that, but I didn't notice big things on that, but I needed to have energy for what we were all going through. It was catastrophic, as well as my son's wedding. So I had so many things going on, and that's kind of how I do everything, though, like 6 things at once, but that's normal for us. So I had already been on the powder and the fix and lost 7 pounds. And so I didn't know whether to stop the fix or keep it going, but I didn't take fix as much. But I did the coffee every day. And then I started doing twice a day when one of the girls said, try it twice a day. And I drank it so weak. Like I just used like a teaspoon in it, not even a heaping, just a little bit. And I lost 5 pounds. I lost over 5 inches. So I've lost the 7. So my start was starting. I know when you first start to lose weight, you lose a lot. So I'd already lost 7. And so I lost additional 5 just on the coffee, not even on the fix. So that was fantastic. I lost 1.5 inches in my thighs, which is normally unheard of. Not too much in my waist, But my hips, I lost 1.5 inches of my hips. Um, I didn't exercise. I didn't eat any different. Um, Exercise is usually not on my calendar. So I really liked it. At first the taste was a little more bitter than what I'm used to because I am a kids coffee person. My grandbabies call it perfect coffee. Um, but I got I got to really liking it, and I was adding the crushed ice. I'm made it a little bit with hot water, and then I put the crushed ice in it and some of my milk and more water. And oh my gosh, I enjoyed it. It was like a latte. It really was between my
Yeah.
maple pecan skinny syrup and the milk and the ice. It was good.
Yeah, I bet I have to get
And
me
I
some of that
was going to go get
maple
some more, and
pecan.
you said I couldn't have it yet.
I know. That's why we got to start making a big long list because this is absolutely, guys, can you believe these stories? Everybody give her a hand clap. We're just so grateful for everyone who did the beta test for us. This is what we wanted. We wanted to be able to have everything in place for you guys. And so now we're going to our last testimony. And this gentleman, he and I have worked together for many, many years. He's like my brother, and we call him the skinny coffee guy because he fell in love back in another previous company with the concept of heck yes, why not drink coffee and change your life? So Kenny, if you would just share everybody, I know that you and I are very picky about our coffee. And so what happened and how did it change your mind?
Well, hey everybody. It's been a while since I talked to y'all. If you been around for a while, uh, I kind of got scared when the fix came around, and I still been taking the fix on the side just so everybody knows. And I was skeptical about it, but I started hearing all the great testimonies about what was happening with it, and now you got another product that I'm pretty daggone excited about, that Vericel. And I see what it's doing for people, and I know you guys have heard the stories about that. And you know, it's what kind of brought me kind of back here to MPG, and now we got this coffee. This isn't something they just throw it out here to us. Just so you guys know, we've been working on this almost all year here. We've tried several different versions here, and they weren't all great, and they were working on it, trying to make something happen here for us. And they got something here. They got something that tastes amazing. I'm a skeptic, when it comes to coffee. I'm the skinny coffee guy. If I'm going to share something with people, it's got to taste good. It's got to work. And, the reason I came to MPG was Slim Core Java, and I changed a lot of lives with Slim Core Java, and I still got a lot of people drinks it. And so I'm excited about this because here's what happened for me. Karen talked to me and she said somewhere in this trial here, you need to do a couple scoops of it at once, because she knows how I am, and I'm willing to do that because I want to know what it's going to do for somebody else too. And it wasn't overwhelming. Just so you know, this isn't something that is going to be something where you got to freak out about how much you give somebody. You can do a double scoop if you have to. If you feel like that's something you want to do that day, you don't need to. This coffee is working amazing. From the results everybody's getting in the beta testers, from the half pound a day, is kind of typical what's been happening with the ladies, and the men been hitting that pound a day kind of a thing. And I'm just one of them. They gave us, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't talk because I don't know. I didn't talk to all the other testers, but they kind of gave us a little bit extra this time. And they wanted us to share it a little bit. And, I know everybody's been doing it a little bit more, but I stopped at 6 days. Stopped at 6 days with mine, and I was down 6 pounds in 6 days, just like, and that's pretty flipping amazing for me because I'm not really needing to lose. I don't know if you know me, you can see me, and I've lost weight, and I don't really need to lose much weight, and I still lost that 6 pounds. So that's pretty amazing for me. And so I stopped at 6 days, and I wanted to see what the coffee was going to do for other people, and I didn't have a whole lot left. So I couldn't give them 6 days. And so I had a couple girls that did a 3 day on it. And the one lost a pound. The other one said they didn't lose anything, but they loved the coffee. They loved how it tasted and the whole 9 yards. There really wasn't enough for them to sample enough, but they both love the taste. They're both going to get the coffee as soon as it's available for us and give it that 30-day shot. We're excited for what this coffee and to see what it's going to do for someone in 30 days time. And,
Yes.
I'm pretty excited because coffee's what I do. It's pretty much half my life or more, and I live and breathe coffee and I love sharing it. And this is a really amazing tasting coffee. It has that spicy little cinnamony kind of flavor that everybody kind of loves in their Java. And if you like slim core Java, you're gonna love this. I'm gonna tell you, it's amazing. I've been drinking slim core Java for almost 4 years now. I think, Karen, 3.5, 4 years, and I drink it every day. Up until I got this coffee. And now I'm back to that because I kind of held off, like I say. And I've got somebody else that's testing this coffee. They started today. Here's what happened. I had 5 days left. And it's somebody I'm pretty excited about trying this coffee out. And, today was number one. And they first thing they said was, I love the taste, and that's a win for me because they're coffee connoisseur also. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to get more of this in my hands and share this with other people and, help change some lives. And that's what it's all about for me. It's not about the money. It's all about how many lives I can change. So,
Right.
hey, Mark Mulvey, man, I don't know if you're still on, but my brother from another mother, I love you, brother. And it is so good to hear your excitement. You guys hear his excitement. I'm going to tell you what, that's amazing. And that's something right there that hasn't happened for a long time. So I'm excited to hear what this has done for Mark. This is amazing. We're getting ready to hit something again that's going to be a
I
big
know.
win. All
I
right,
know
Karen.
it. Yes. Thank you so much, Kenny. 6 pounds in 6 days. Everybody give him another hand clap. It's just incredible. So, guys, I had to bring to you all. I know everybody's been texting me and messaging me, when is the coffee? What is it going to be like? All the things. But I wanted you guys to hear it first. I didn't want to have to convince anybody that this was something big. I wanted you to hear it. And if you loved hearing these stories, if they inspired you, do what everybody's doing. Put a heart over there because this is going to change your business, guys. 80% of the world already drinks coffee. If we give people the opportunity to drink coffee that's going to totally change their life, yes, the women was losing like a half a pound a day. The guys were losing pound, as Kenny said. I said, guess what? A lot of us women, it's hormones and we don't lose fast, but a half a pound a day is a heck of a lot of weight over a period of time. I can't wait to hear the stories of a 90-day journey. So, Kendall, if you would put up slide number 3, I would like for you guys to just see what we're doing and what's in it. It's different than anything we've ever done before. And it looks like, as I said at the beginning, it will probably be the 10th, 12th that week that we actually do the official launch. We are going to be having 6-day experiences. We will have the bags and we will also have sticks available. And the sticks being available, guys, is a big deal because the reason we did the beta testing with the 6-day experience is because we wanted you to know that when you get a 6-day experience in someone's hand, then you are going to definitely get someone to call you and say, I don't want to be without this. You heard everybody else say, I don't want to run out. It tastes that good. It gives that bigger results. So here is what, and I won't go over it. You can just take a look at that. But guys, can you make that a little bit bigger, Kendall? The ingredients, a lot of them have never been in a coffee. But the thing that I love so much is, yes, it controls your appetite. Yes, it helps you with focus. It helps you with all the things. but it also has something in it that helps you to not be jittery. So it helps with that. And it also, which we have added some MCT in it as well. You all know many years there was, everybody talked about MCT because it helps your body to get into ketosis better. So I'm not saying it's going to do that for you. I'm just saying make your new list, guys, because what is happening here is going to be huge. We're going to fix coffee every single morning, and we're going to change lives. We're going to have a lot of coffee talks, and it is a fun place to be. It's fun to do it because we don't have to convince anybody to give something up. They already drink coffee. Now we just going, all we have to do is tell them that if they change their brand, we'll change their life because of the formulation that Marketplace Global has put together for us. So make a new list, get people excited, share the testimonies, have a long list, because when it launches, you're going to want to make sure that you get as many people in as you possibly can. And we will be doing incentives. We will be doing things to help people to win bigger. I want us to, some of the top leaders can get with me. I'd love to be able to do like a 90-day contest, and everybody who loses X amount of weight, name goes in a drawing, and we give away $1,000, $500 bonuses, give 90-day supply free. Y'all can help me put that together because I want that for our team to be able to win on many levels. So with that, Kendall, if you can stop the recording, we can open it up for some questions.